New construction picked up for the first time since 2016 last year. The U.S. is still short nearly 4 million homes, according to Realtor.com. National correspondent Jeff Harris has more on why the housing market can't catch up.
I'm told a big part of the growing housing gap has to do with zoning and permitting regulations. It's becoming increasingly difficult to build a home, and even though more were built in 2024, it's not enough to make a dent.
Sergio Garate, a real estate expert, tells us nowadays it takes significantly longer to build a home, not just because of materials.
Because of either permitting or revisions or anything that it's coming from, regulations.
According to new analysis from Realtor.com, although 1.6 million homes were completed in 2024, it's not enough to close the housing gap. The U.S. is still 3.8 million short.
We did not need 1.6, but we needed 2 million new houses to be satisfied the overall demand for that year.
Aside from zoning and regulation delays, Garate says affordability is another reason the gap continues to widen. Every year, more new buyers enter the market, creating a backlog as they wait for prices to go down.
The amount of houses that are needed to satisfy the amount of demand that it has not been satisfied, it starts increasing over time.
Michelle Sloan, a broker in the Cincinnati area, says the group affected the most by the housing gap are first-time home buyers.
Those buyers are competing against investors.
Now, as for when she believes the housing gap will begin to shrink, Sloan tells us likely after 2030.
We think that we're going to be in this pattern for the next 5 to 6 years, maybe longer.
Now, closing the gap could take even longer than that. According to analysis from Realtor.com, if construction rates stay the same as they did in 2024, it would take 7.5 years to close. I'm Jeff Harris reporting from Washington.